Hello everyone, my name is Barendipitous and welcome to episode 6 of Pyre. We just defeated the Pyre Hearts and I think it's Pyre Hearts, yeah. Probably my favorite team to go up against, really. They were a blast to kind of voice spontaneously. But we must go on. Oh hey, Tizo wants to speak with me. Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea and seems pleased to see you. I'm grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. He's asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. I hate fish. I must kill them all. Let me at him. There's a fish right there. There's a fish right there. Let me get him. Let me get him, reader. Oh, oh my gosh. It's such a delightful game. Oh, now what? He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind. Oh gosh, ever since they killed his family. Oh dear. Okay. He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. I guess if it was an attempt at humor, why not? You know, I actually laughed in real life. I literally laughed heartily at that. Not so much exactly what he said, but like his emotion and everything. I don't know. You must do your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. Yeah, I literally laughed. So, you know, that's what I'll do. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Now what? He admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers back at you and bounces off. Cool, that's a great... Tizo gained +1 hope for the next rite. Excellent. Oh man. Supergiant Games is good at creating a story that you love to interact with. Okay, Froth Sea or Ragged Rock on our way to Stormwall. Let's see. Passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. For what? We haven't obliged Rookie recently, so I guess it's probably for fish again. Let's indulge Rookie here, shall we? I like this the wave animation over there on the right, the rolling waves. This stuff right over here. The remains of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive Deathless Tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. Oh, is this the Deathless Tempest? Okay, alright. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Yes, why not? I mean, sure. You suggest it may well be worthwhile to continue searching for the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. There you'd say it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search. Sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jodariel fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Are you serious? What? supposed to give me something good in any of the... Oh, man. This, I guess, is this the time when Supergiant starts to stop pulling their punches? Well, I probably won't have Joe Dario do the next rite anyway, because, like, I want to rotate through people. You and your companions look upon deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Yes! Hold, good ladies and good sirs, this knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. Look at his stern, like, determinate frown right there. These worms remind me of this particular one with the big eye and everything. Reminds me of oh gosh, Portal 2. What's the name of the robot? What's the name of the robot in Portal 2? I don't. It's gonna bug me now. I'm sorry. Let me
look it up.
I was gonna look it up, but yeah. Anyway, reminds me of that. The way it looks and the internet's being slow because I'm playing a game and recording at the same time.
Which robot?
The one to become the new one, the core.
Oh, okay.
My wife is looking it up. Wheatley. Should have known that. Reminds me of Wheatley for some reason. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless creatures. Do they have spines? I don't know. Having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Horus, never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this night shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this night's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues. Wow, he's earnest, desperate, I don't know. Continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm. Some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodario pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask. And this one seems about as good as we're going to get. For each mask. Oh yeah, that's right, because each different kind of creature has a different sized and shaped mask. Like the other snake people in the swamp area, they had a kind of like a fan-shaped mask, for example. Jodario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathless tempest, and he can come along for now. If he joins the party, that means I can voice him longer, and I am stoked about that. It may not be good. I like it. I think it's decent. I hope you enjoy it as well. Oh my gosh, there's a heart in his freaking eye. Oh my gosh, this guy. I love this guy. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Asking your permission for something? so you can get on with it already. You know what? I mean, I've read part of Don Quixote, and this would-be knight errant reminds me very much of Don Quixote. You know, dreams and apparent visions of medieval grandeur and glory and everything. I'm happy to humor him. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths. Yet, though through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. So Gilman is determined to help you cross the deathless tempest, help see his mission through. I'm sorry, what? Am I going to be acting as him, like that one time with Faye, getting rid of all those howlers? That'd be cool, actually. What's going on? Yep. Oh, this music. Gosh, yeah. I'm digging it. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Rita, if you can hear this knight... how can you not hear this knight? Then he implores you now to lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions that we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. I'm sorry. Okay, Splash. He's like a better form of Magikarp, I guess. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed pureness. The sea tide. Oh, right, yeah. Long spread across the world. Okay. Boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Orris started. 7th of the 8 scribes. Oh, So Sandalwood, this is interesting. I'm noticing each of the scribes is a different type of creature. Like there's an imp scribe, right now we see there's a worm scribe here. Sandalwood wants someone for each type of mask. I wonder if there's something significant about us, like, mimicking the actions of the 8 scribes themselves? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, the whole trail, I see. He makes a trail. And he just... Okay. I like this. Nice. I guess every time you get a new character, they have you do things like this so that you can get used to what they can do. Maybe that's what it is. Because this is our second new character. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior! Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth last this night checked. Here, you hold no sway over this night. Ugh! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare to staunch the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Ugh, Pyre hearts, banish him. This is an order. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander? Then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me! Banish now this troublemaker! Just like that. You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Oh, wait, you lowly traitor! This night will have your head, Gilman! As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Nice. Just like that, huh? Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this is some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwin help him up. You some shut-eye. I just collapse right on the spot. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! So Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Deathless Tempest. I think Sir Gilman is one of my favorite. Is probably my new favorite now. Of the Nightwings, I like them all though. So, with Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah! And from the one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just Where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. I'm impressed by the sound design of the kind of babble that each of these characters have. I've been talking over it, but it's what's helped me a lot to kind of figure out how these characters sound. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. I'm trying to do Hedwyn's voice. It's kind of like a little more like nasally and forward and a little bit higher because of the way that his voice acting there is there. Did they actually get voice actors to say gibberish, Nesarim Kokra, and that kind of thing? That would make sense. Actually, that reminds me, Sid Meier's Pirates, a wonderful old game, also has a similar thing. You meet the mayor and obviously you read text on the bottom of the screen, but what you hear is "Pen and Hall, replicated," and it's just not like nonsense babble words and stuff like that. Probably helps with localization, but also just I like the atmosphere of that, you know. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. You're on the voyage of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Say, Tariq? Aye, Ruki, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here. We could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Aye. Then, let me see what I can do. Nice. It's kind of want to listen to this. Lovely. I love that. That was very nice. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Always interact. Yes! You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. I would love to see this worm creature do fencing maneuvers, like with a rapier and stuff. Awesome. Anyway, he regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Heart, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Ulrus and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. I don't know. Kind of made that up. Maybe it's based on something. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. So if he has this, he said he was a would-be knight-errant. Is this not proof that he... I don't know. It's like a worm with a big gem eye and smiling. Like, alright, cool. Whatevs. Whatever. Survey the surroundings. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright, everyone. Don't go too far and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I came back. Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Aww. Wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. I mean, if there's a hot springs, but even then, I don't know. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trista. Harp matriarch. Interesting. The exiles of the high-wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Of the winged harps. Negotiate with them. Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Okay. I really like the bonus stuff, but man, it would be nice to like I think it'd be good to bring someone up a bit. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. So who is in most need of mentoring? Him, definitely. This knight shall be your eager protege. You illustrate to Sir Gilman some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Oh wow, that's quite a growth. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Ooh, nice. I think this is more useful. If we're all banished, then he comes back. Wow! This knight has never before understood the value of the written word. I had too much fun with him. Too much fun, I say. Okay, I'm in Cove. The Lone Minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. Jodariel wishes to avoid the harps by staying in on low ground. I mean, Jodariel... I mean, I would like to make her a bit happier. I kind of went against her wishes for the last little while. I also am more of a fan of, like, negotiations and such. I think it would be good to show goodwill toward these people. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jodariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madam, when I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jodariel looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls toward the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jodariel can respond. Darnation! Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodariel returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing remnants are letting you pass, for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodariel fuming. Oh, good gracious. Maybe the other side would have been better. Well, I did use Jodariel in the last rite, so I guess I don't feel that bad about it. I didn't realize the animosity was so strong. At last, you arrive at the nest of Trista, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent, and remain watching now. You always feel like we're being watched. Come on. The hunt for Mur, in the words of Gol Golathanian, the Master General. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Ha'ub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Mor would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for a cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. When can I do that next, really? So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it. Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. I want to do another scribe trial, gosh darn it. Oh, hey guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't know. I want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pile is restored by up to... Oh. I've been saving for this one. It costs 200, but do I really need it? Moves faster than usual. I really like this one. And we'll get more of this stuff. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe. Okay, because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. Okay, let's do this thing. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trista, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. It is then. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodario glowers after her. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know naught of my interest. Let's give this another shot. My name is Pamitha Thane. The surly one back there, that was my brood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say something about you reminds me of her. Oh, yeah. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodario. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the way, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jodario storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I haven't expected we run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Really? Two allies so quickly, huh? You know what? Seems alright. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodariel will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why sure, I love a good condition or 2. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any more trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thane joined you. She has a score to settle. That was kind of sudden, honestly. I did not expect that at all. But you know what? Allies bring them all on, you know? Of course not.
Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Triesta.
Triesta. Dang it, I always get it wrong.
Swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less, and one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the Essence.
The Essence.
Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
This is a very good commentator, I must say. From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, heads toward your adversaries in the Rites. You? What sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Pamitha and Tamitha? Are they sisters? Pamitha's... Oh, blood sister. Okay. Stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself, again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you glory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you. So wait, I was hoping to have the two... I was hoping to have the two new people come in. Obviously, she will go in. Dang it! Well, I trained him some, so I'm glad I did that. I will say, definitely Pamitha. Reluctant. I see. Basically, so everyone is reluctant except Sir Gilman, who is chivalrous. So let's see. Glory, quickness, presence, hope. So what's her deal? Let's see. Oh, you can learn these things as we go along. Hurtles forward, engulfed in aura, immune to adversaries' auras. Okay. Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. Honestly, the game didn't give me any choice, but it seems wise. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Unwilling. Yep. And he's still chivalrous. Whoa, great. Alright. I think definitely him, certainly. You can count on me, my friend. I think she needs more experience. Why don't we all have wings? I want to have wings too. Come then, sister. Perhaps when we have finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked again by you, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did, to our people, and to me. Alright, here we go. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. I found to be at your mercy in all this. I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High Wing Remnants can do.
You put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
See, darling, we harps were not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, hmm? Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. To the skies, sisters! Talon formation!
Vanished in an instant. How comical. Already does your adversary's flame begin to flicker.
Hedwyn, is it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? I wish I did right about now. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch you in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Okay, jumping. Excellent. Nice. Yes. Dang it. Yes. Dang it. Dang it. This is not good.
Glory to the scribes. How careless.
What the heck? Oh, I'm so stupid. Fetch.
Contempt.
Yes. All right. Dang you, Hamatha! You are no true Thane. You think that you have the gall to call me sister. Still, after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you, that's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deception, I might have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me! You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Oh gosh. Wow, okay.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rites are not a place to settle petty scores.
Dang it. Fetch! I'm being careless. Dang it! This is bad. It's very bad.
Both triumvirates are equally as close.
Oh gosh, that was
You know who prevailed.
the you know.
I thought for certain they would not.
Oh gosh, I was.
It is done.
I was too nervous about that. You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient. And our sisters on the other side shall have their day with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you? Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all of this really is their doing, isn't it? Ooh, that's cool. I do like that one.
A flash of inspiration for next time. The moon-touched girl has greater understanding.
The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Yeah, this would be good. Really? Not that much? Okay.
Until the stars align.
Man, I was doing so many stupid mistakes there. And I just wasn't that... I honestly, I mean, it'd be cool to get good at this game, but I kind of like mashing buttons and going where it seems best, I guess. Just going for it. After overcoming the essence in a last-ditch effort. Oh, it's like tears on an eye, from an eye or something. You and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate. And how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. Looking at the stars again? Sure. There's somewhere I may ask we go here in Black Basin, Reader. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Yep. Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star shines bright over the densest woods in Black Basin. Yeah, I'm noticing that basically we've been going pretty much north, and the stars have been going that direction essentially. If up is north, then we're kind of looking at a bit of a map here, aren't we? The Glade of Lu, directly due west. Yeah, just like the stars. Then it is just as my client indicated. Sap Scholar. Loose Chlorian. Isaac. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Waking Wood, due west. Oh, yeah, I'm excited about this. How do we find him? He shall find us. Yeah, I felt like that would happen. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly waits. And that is a perfect place to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. As always, all the best.